Hi guys, welcome back. So for today's video, I am going to be showing you guys how I edit my Instagram pictures. I have been getting so many comments and DMs asking me how I edit my pictures, what preset I use. So today I'm going to walk you guys through my whole process for editing a picture. And I'm super excited because this video is sponsored by Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community and they have a bunch of different classes to fit your schedule and your skill level. They have a bunch of different topics. Some of them include graphic design, photography, video editing, photo editing, lifestyle, productivity, literally anything you can think of. They have a class for it, I can promise you that. And it's just such a cool community because the classes are made by like regular people that are just skilled in a certain area that want to share their knowledge with other people. And I think that aspect of it is really cool. It's not like a normal teacher classroom type of setting. It's all online and it fits in your schedule, and it's specifically curated for learning, so there are no ads and they're always adding premium courses to the website. It's less than $10 a month with a yearly subscription, so definitely go check that out. I will have all of their information in the down bar below. And yeah, we're gonna jump into the video right now, but before we do that, don't forget to subscribe to my channel down below and also follow me on all my social media. The links are in the down bar below. So yeah, without further ado, we're just gonna get right into it and I'm gonna show you guys how I edit my Instagram pictures. Okay, so I moved the camera so you guys can kind of see what I'm doing on the screen. Okay, so here's my Instagram. This is what it looks like if you guys aren't familiar with it or if you don't follow me, which you totally should, so go follow me right now if you aren't following me. And I'm actually kind of slacking a little bit on my Instagram game. I really need to step it up. I haven't uploaded a picture or posted a picture in like over a month, so I need to get on that soon. So I use the Lightroom app to edit all my pictures, but the Lightroom app is the best one that I have tried so far. I used to use Visco, I tried Tezza, but honestly, Lightroom, you just get the most control and the most editing capabilities. You can change literally anything and it is free, which is always great. And being able to understand how to edit pictures and how to change different aspects of the picture and like the lighting and everything and the terminology is really important, because when I started using the Lightroom app, it was a little confusing because there's just so many options, but learning how to adjust everything properly is really important. And Skillshare has the different classes that you can take to learn how to edit photos properly and learn all the terminology and stuff like that. So if you're interested in that, that's definitely something to check out. So when I was exploring Skillshare, I came across this specific class that I really wanted to share with you guys for this specific video. It's called iPhone Photo Editing, How to Edit Photos Like a Pro Using Lightroom Mobile. It's a staff pick and it's taught by Sean Dalton, and I loved this class. So this class is 2 hours and 23 minutes. All of the classes differ time-wise. Some of them are shorter, some of them are longer, but this one specifically I really enjoyed because it was just so easy to understand and he was really thorough about it and it was super easy to follow along. So yeah, this is one of the classes that I was really interested in and I learned a lot from it. So I wanted to recommend it to you guys. But yeah, like I said, I use my own preset. I looked at a bunch of presets that I liked and I kind of tried to take different elements from each preset and kind of combine all of them, and this is kind of what I came up with. Okay, so I have all of the adjustments here. So normally I just add my preset, which I probably should explain like what the difference between a preset and a filter is. So basically a filter, you can only adjust the opacity of the filter, but with a preset you can adjust literally everything: the exposure, contrast, temperature, every single color in the picture. You just get more control with the preset and you can adjust more with it, if that makes sense. So that's why I prefer presets over filters, because you can do more with presets than you can with filters. So I'm gonna edit this super cute picture of Sophie and I. So I'll start screen recording. So I already have the preset made. So this is what the picture is kind of gonna look like when I'm done. Normally for every single picture I have to adjust a few things just to make sure it's perfect, but this is basically what it's gonna look like before we make some small adjustments. So this is what the Lightroom app looks like in case you haven't used it before. So you're gonna start with the light little icon and we're going to adjust the exposure down just a little bit to probably about 0.06. The contrast is going to stay at 0. The highlights are going all the way down to -100. Shadows are going to be at +47. It doesn't have to be super exact. Like I said, I'm going to make some small adjustments, so it's okay if it's not perfectly exact. Whites are gonna go down to 49. I'm gonna adjust the black down to -34. And then we're gonna go into the color tab. So for temperature, we're going to bump it up to +16. Vibrance is gonna go up to +15. And shadows are gonna go down to -11. And then this is where it really just starts to come together. So we're going into the color mix tab. This is my favorite part about presets. You get the absolute most control with literally every single color. So you can adjust the hue, saturation, and luminance. So the hue affects what color that color changes into. The saturation is obviously how intense it is, and the luminance is the brightness. So the hue for the red is gonna go up to 22. The saturation is going down to -18, and then the luminance is going down to -20. Then moving on to the orange. This is what affects your skin tone. So if you wanna look a little bit tanner in pictures, you're gonna adjust the orange color. Specifically, the luminance and the saturation is what makes the biggest difference. So the hue is going to go down to -14. The saturation is going to go down to -25. And then the luminance goes down to -45. This is definitely something that you'll have to mess around with and play with for every single picture that you edit with this preset. I don't know why, it just depends on the lighting. Now we're going to go into the yellow. We're going to take the hue down to -65. So this really brightens it and makes all of the whites more white. The saturation is gonna go down to -87 and the luminance is going up to 13. So just the yellows like really made the background super white and it made it a lot brighter and crisper. So now for green, we're gonna go up 16. We're gonna do the saturation at -100. Now there really aren't that many green tones in the picture. When I'm in front of like trees or grass, I definitely can't do -100 for the saturation because it just looks so unnatural. But this picture doesn't matter too much because there really aren't any greens in this picture. But luminance is gonna go up to 100. So again, that brightened it a lot. That made everything whiter. So now for aqua, we're gonna go down to 5 for the hue. We're gonna do +73 for the saturation, and then the luminance is going to be +100. Then for the blue, we're going to do -35 for the hue, -10 for the saturation, and then +33 for the luminance. And I already know right now for this specific picture, I'm definitely going to have to adjust the blue because my jeans look a little crazy. Then for purple, we're just going to do +12 for the hue, and then 0 for saturation and 0 for luminance. And then pink is +4 for the hue, +18 for saturation, and then +20 for the luminance. So those are all of the adjustments for the preset. So if you want to make this into a preset that you can just click and add onto pictures without having to do all of these adjustments every single time, you're going to click the 3 dots in the upper right hand corner, click create preset, check all the boxes, and then name it something. So I'm just gonna name it YouTube because I'm gonna delete this after because I already have a preset with these exact adjustments. You click the check mark and it's now added into your user presets. So if you scroll all the way to the end of all the icons, you can see all of your presets. So now we have one called YouTube and it's with those exact adjustments. So those are all the adjustments for my preset. So if you guys want to use it, go for it. It's totally free. I don't care if you guys use it. I would be honored if you guys used my preset because I love it so much. I love the bright white vibe and like the tan skin, and it just looks so nice. It's so aesthetically pleasing to me. I use the same preset or similar adjustments for all of my thumbnails and also my videos. I figured out finally how to create LUTs, I think is what it's called. called, and it's basically like a preset but for videos, and I finally figured out how to make one. So I made that for my YouTube videos, so that's like the color grading that I have on my videos. I know a few people have asked me that. It's basically this preset. It's the same exact thing. It's a little bit toned down though because it just like looks too wonky if I do the exact adjustments on my videos as I do on my pictures. So to continue editing this specific picture, I am going to go into crop, and Lightroom has a cool feature where you can tilt your pictures so you can adjust like if it was a little bit crooked or something, which this picture is, and it's a little bit distracting because like the barn doors have like distinct lines on them or whatever. So I'm just going to adjust it, and it also has a cool feature where it can straighten it for you. So it's just like a little thing that you click and it just straightens it for you, which is super nice. So now it's perfectly straight. So to adjust it just a little bit more, I would probably bring the blacks down just a little bit because there's a lot of black in the background, and the whites are going to be plus 49. And I think the temperature and the saturation and everything is good, but I am going to go into the color mixer, and I'm just going to go probably back up to about -25 or 30 for the luminance. For the yellows, I am going to go all the way down to -100 for the saturation. And then for the aqua color, I'm gonna go down a little bit, actually a lot of it. I'm gonna do all the way down to -100 saturation, and then I'm going to go down to about -45-ish for the saturation for the blue. And this just kind of fixes the wonky color in my jeans. It got a little bit weird there. But yeah, this picture looks really cute to me. I love this picture. I think the editing on it looks really, really good. This preset goes with literally every single picture, whether you have like bad lighting, overexposed lighting, like it just looks good with everything. So yeah, that is how I edit my Instagram pictures. It's pretty simple, and when you use a preset, it's super easy. So I'm gonna show you guys some other pictures using my preset, just so you guys can kind of see what it looks like with different photos. So I have this picture of me at the beach, so I'm going to reset it. This is what it looks like originally. Yes, I was wearing socks on the beach. It was freezing. It was like 30 degrees. We went there for the sunrise. It was really cold. Don't judge me. So I'm gonna add my preset. So the one that I use is Muted Tan 2 or Muted Tan Bright. So this is what it looks like with Muted Tan 2. Like the difference is just, oh, it looks so good after. And it also looks really good with not people pictures. So this is a cute picture I took of some succulents at a plant store, and that's what it looks like. So as you can see, it really desaturated all of the green, but I kind of like that vibe. It's kind of cute. If I were to post this, I would probably fix the saturation from -100 to like probably like -50-ish. I think that looks a lot better. It really just depends on how much green is in your pictures, how dark the green is, how bright the green is, all that stuff. But I think that's a super cute picture. So this preset looks really good with basically any kind of picture. I am obsessed with it, and I love that it kind of brings together my entire Instagram feed and just makes it a little bit more cohesive. So yeah, that is everything I have for you guys for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing how I edit my Instagram pictures. Don't forget to check out Skillshare. I will have all their information and everything in the down bar below, so definitely go check that out. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye!